tackled just shy of the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Six yards left on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mon. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. After the interception, here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Cook gets around him. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Trey Brown there on the stop.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Now Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Cook.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Joseph now to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. To throw again is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on first down. Cook making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mond. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mon now off of play action. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And they go play action here. Mon. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mon. Under pressure is Mon, and he'll go down. Jordan Brooks in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop it far behind the line to gain. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Mon. And Cook has it, left side. Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake, Mon. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They go play action with Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, there's Lockett pulling in a tough grab. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. By Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This is taken just shy of the 10. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Bond going to throw it.
Open man is Westbrook, complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
On first down, here's Mon.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Mon lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players. And when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
John Ross, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. They go play action now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing again here, Wilson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. But Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not...
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. John Ross, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
59 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13.
Mond
And he whips that one incomplete there. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Mond. They're going for it. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirk, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trey Brown. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Wilson wants to throw it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie, Calvin Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Back to the air, Mond. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mond looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Oh, Wilson going to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apology. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little...